So what does the future hold at the G8 meeting in June? Let's find out. CCTV's Melanie is live in London for us tonight. Melanie, transparency in mineral wealth, of course, is a big issue at the G8 meeting next month. How big an issue is this, however, for investors who are looking at African economies and saying, that's a place I want to put my money?
Well, Emma, a fully documented and accounted for extraction process can't help but make Africa's position stronger on the international stage. There are three key elements here. One is social responsibility. Getting the true figure out of what is being mined means wealth derived from that will be able to be distributed fairly, ultimately making the underlying economy that much stronger. On an investment level, transparency reduces chances of corruption and helps governments and the private sector when it comes to negotiating with large companies. Lastly, it will reduce possibilities of conflict within local communities. It's important for mineral extraction companies to work with the locals and gain their trust. Failure to do that could lead to conflict. So internationally, long-term social and political stability means a secure supply of important commodities. So you can understand why global leaders will be keen to tackle this at the G8 next month.
Indeed, but we have seen, for example, mineral transparency initiatives like EITI, provisions of the Frank Dodd Act in the United States as well. But what more needs to be done to make this industry as a whole much more transparent?
Well, as you say, over the last few years, progress has been made in the area. There's now the body in place called the Extractive Industries Transparency Initiative, the EITI. Being EITI compliant means a government makes information readily and easily available to anyone on its extraction sector, so on its oil, gas and mining businesses. Several African countries are fully EITI compliant already, including Ghana, Nigeria and Zambia. And being part of such an audit process takes dedication and action. And some African economies, after joining, have stumbled. But if Africa is going to follow in the footsteps of India and China as the developing investment country of choice, more transparency is key for the continent's long-term health.
Indeed. We'll have to leave it there for the time being. Thank you very much for that. That's CCTV's Melanie. She was live in London talking about initiatives to make transparency in resource revenues a lot more expansive across Africa.